a
I
good
feel like
sign. Not a good
your
sign at
foot's
all.
already out. I don't know why you have to take the flip-flop off and be on the cement.
Yeah, you're right. It's like being in a convertible and then being like, you know what? I think I'll stand up. Like, what's the point?
Exactly.
That wind's already whipping through
So,
your toenails.
Welcome to the DANK Pod, the podcast where 4 Disney adults and no kids share their magical adventures. Join us as we explore the enchanting parks, savor Mickey-shaped treats, and ride Space Mountain without worrying about height restrictions. Whether it's dissecting hidden Easter eggs in It's a Small World or debating the best churro flavor, we're here to sprinkle some pixie dust on your day. So grab your Mickey ears, listen up, and let's dive into the magical world of Disney adulting. This week, January shares a 1970s newsletter that she found on the Reddits, and we find out that Disneyland was littered with brats in the 70s. The Danks explore what America has to offer during the upcoming Food and Wine Festival. Ash and JP chat about Universal Studios' Passholder Night. And Nat brings the heat again with another rapid-fire question. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get dank. Disclaimer, this podcast is purely for entertainment purposes. We love kids, but sometimes we just want to ride the teacups without them.
Let's fire it off. January, bringing the heat. You got any historical bits that you?
yes. So, one of my favorite pieces for Disney information,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've checked it out, is the Disney Reddit.
I have not.
Have you gone in there?
I didn't know they had Reddits for it. I have not gone in there.
God
There's
help.
Reddits for
Yeah,
that?
and there's a couple different pages. There's Disneyland, Disney World.
Are there Karens in there? Because he should not be there if there are.
I hate.
I
Karens.
don't recommend you go in there and talk to anyone.
Don't talk to strangers.
It's
Don't
for
talk to
information,
anyone.
not for...
Yeah, it's great for
Conversation.
information. Some people like to give their tips and tricks. They like to share, like, they recently went. These are all the things they did. This is about how much they spent. So it really helps people budget to, like, save for a really fun vacation. But what I also love about it is that you can have a little bit of nostalgia. So I found this post from a 1970s cast member. What would you call it? Like a newsletter? And I thought it was really funny because they had an article. I really love that somebody shared a newsletter. It's really cool to see like the art of the time and like, the company's values and how they've changed through time but what I thought was really cool, especially since we have a podcast where we talk about Disney things minus kids,
Thank God.
the article that they took a picture of the newsletter was about how the kids are mean to the characters, the people that dress up in the costumes.
Oh yeah.
Oh my...
And
This is wild. So I'm reading it, and it says, at the end of the day, the same grateful public have left their marks on our characters, black and blue in color. And in fact,
Yeah.
very painful. What motivates these seemingly innocent children to become sadistic monsters of torture?
Is that's in it?
yes.
Sorry.
And then I like how they end the article with like, what a bit about the affluence.
Have permissive parents forgotten the value of discipline? The answer is probably some complicated sociological problem of immense proportions. These kids are basically rotten. I mean, that's like page 2. It's a booklet, and so based on like the syllabus or whatever at the front, there's like 20 pages of it, so we don't see them all, but it's really great. And there's like
Yeah,
kids
so
climbing on top of like, it kind of looks like Porky
the
Pig. That's the
character.
wrong it's the wrong IP, but it's just climbing on top of it, and it's just wild. This is hilarious.
Oh wow.
I appreciate that they
That's not Porky Pig.
acknowledge.
That's the correct IP.
It looks like Porky Pig.
It's the Three Little Pigs.
Oh, well, it looked like Porky Pig, and I said Porky Pig was the wrong IP.
Disneyland did Three Little Pigs way back when.
Okay, so might have been from Disneyland. But now that makes me understand why when characters come out, they do have a chaperone
Protection. Security.
Oh.
for protection.
Yes. We saw
Kevin.
Kevin this weekend. and he
Kevin
Saw
was out.
Kevin? I love when Kevin comes out.
Everybody was very excited, and there was applause and music and everything. It was pretty fantastic.
but you could definitely tell they had a chaperone
I-
him.
Well,
Yes.
all of them have chaperones, though.
Yeah, but like Kevin,
And-
especially, people kept
Well,
trying to
he's
get in his
quite
way.
large. Yeah, he's quite large.
Yeah, and he's on stilts too, so
Mhm.
you need extra protection from that.
They were very playful back and forth with the the cast member would look at the animal and shout, "Kevin, Kevin, over here, Kevin," and then Kevin would be like, "Caw." It was
And he would run over there.
yeah,
It was pretty great.
It is really cool if you love Up. So cool in Animal Kingdom,
sorry.
real life.
It's it's nice to know that cast members still have to go through the same. It's not nice to know, but nobody's changed really. You still have to go through the same abusive structure.
Right. I appreciate that they had an article about it. Like, some companies won't acknowledge pain points that employees go through, so I like that they did that. Like, we're aware.
Do you think Disney acknowledges the pain points of its cast members?
I mean, it did in this letter.
Was that a cast member
Yeah, so
newsletter?
so this newsletter is specific to cast members. It's called Backstage, Volume 9, Number 2, July of 1970. So it appears to be something very specific to,
but not like a fanzine, more of a corporate or an enterprise wide newsletter that says, "Hey, these kids treat you like shit." There's probably some technique to, like, what do you do when a kid is really getting on your nerves and you're dressed up as like one of the country bears? Like, how do you communicate that? There's got to be hand signals.
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
there
so
has to
they
be hand
can't,
signals.
I don't believe they deny hugs. Like, that's actually one of the talking points on a lot of, like...
Didn't Gaston deny a hug to like a lady who was trying to like just force herself on him?
think
Was that a grown person though?
Yeah. But, like, for the kids, the cast members can't be the first to let go. Is like a thing. And I don't know that it's a written rule, but a lot of parents will post their children in these long extended hugs with characters, and you'll never see the character let go first, or like motion to make the kid uncomfortable or to try to break it away.
I'd shove that kid to the ground.
Well, that's why you
Quit
don't
touching
work
me.
for Disney, sir.
Oh.
I'm also a giant. There's no way you're fitting me into a costume.
I mean, like, can you imagine I thought this was no kids.
It is. That's what I'm saying. Like, screw them kids. Take up so much. Do you wait in line for character meet and greets?
I have before. I actually have a very funny story. So when they first opened the Ariel ride,
Mm-hmm.
I waited in line. It was about an hour and a half, 2 hours. And finally the line's moving and I turn the corner and I think we're about to get loaded on the ride. No, it's Ariel
Ugh.
sitting on a rock
In the grotto.
in the grotto. And I was like, we waited 2 hours
Not the
thinking that it
ride.
was going to be for the ride.
That's why it was taking so long.
I almost was like, let's leave. And I didn't get the picture with Ariel. I rose because I just waited in the wrong line for 2 hours and it was for a photo op. So
Probably a common mistake.
trap.
But Jonathan did meet with Ariel and they sang together.
We did. We sang in the grotto.
In
a
the
duet.
grotto.
you sing in the grotto
I
with
sang
Ariel?
With Ariel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll send you the photo of me and Ariel.
You have a photo
Oh,
somewhere.
I'm sure I do. I will not be sending that to you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Natalie, you got a historical bit for us? And we've been waiting for you. We've been waiting on you for you to you got any historical tidbits, little morsel?
Whoa, actually, I do. Today in history. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have that. I know we're all looking forward to Food and Wine. And it's actually kicking off a little bit later this year than past years.
When does it normally
I don't know if you guys
kick
know
off?
that. You guys know like what the months are usually when they run?
We tell us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it usually runs from July to November.
Oh.
So this year they're kicking it off like it starts late August.
Oh. Is that a
And
first
that's, I
for
mean,
it?
that's definitely a different. It's one of their more popular festivals, so it's kind of surprising. Everybody was kind of shocked by it.
Yeah.
You guys know when the first Epcot was?
When the first
The
Epcot
first Food and Wine? Shh.
Food and Wine.
Let me guess.
Ooh,
1991.
I'm gonna
91.
say
91.
I feel like 87.
Food.
87.
So
Ooh, 91, 87. Okay, all right, last one.
I got a
Yeah,
question.
Let's go,
JP.
let's go,
I got a
let's go. You
question.
No, you
ready?
can't ask a
I
question with a question.
Yeah, I got a question. Are we talking
It was
Epcot Food and Wine?
Oh.
Have they had food and
yes,
wine at other
Epcot
parks?
Food
Okay,
and Wine.
Epcot Food and Wine. Okay. Yeah.
International Food and Wine
Epcot
Festival at
International Food and Wine Festival. If I'm going to make an educated guess, Epcot opened in 82, and you would be
All
looking
right.
to refurbish the event structure 10 to 15 years down the road. So I'm going to guess it's either going to be between 92 and 97.
That's a big gap. You got to
Good
narrow it
range.
down.
Okay, I need a solid year, sir. Get it together.
93 was Desert Storm, so 94, 95. That's my guess.
Okay, I need a final answer.
Ooh.
She didn't ask for a range. She asked for a date.
If we were coming out of Desert Storm and we were looking for a pick-me-up, it would be 94. If it was too soon, 95.
What you going to pick?
I'm thinking positive. I'm looking for a pick-me-up. I'm going 94.
Final
Final answer.
answer?
Locking that shit in. Locking it
Oh my
in.
God.
Oh my God. I'm so nervous.
But you were the closest.
When was it?
95.
Oh, son of a...
That's why she made you pick.
I thought you were gonna get it. I thought you were gonna get it. I really believed in you.
Damn it. So close.
Yeah.
If this was a
had a
showcase
feeling.
showdown.
I had a feeling.
Ooh.
Yep.
Oh,
1995.
fucking
Was it July of
the tism
90?
got me shaking. My goodness.
So mad right now.
You had it right, Jonathan. You guessed
did.
both of
You know
them,
what?
and then she pressed you
Right.
for one.
Bro, you
so-
can't drink
That's
out of
right.
that cup during the podcast.
Sorry, what? I'm sorry. It's dinosaurs.
How
Jurassic.
could you do this?
Life will find a way.
Switch
The
it out,
Jurassic
bro.
Park?
It's Jurassic Park.
How dare you?
Why
The
did they make-
audacity.
Why not a Jurassic Park podcast?
No.
It's a dank podcast.
No.
I had a cheer for us. I was gonna like go team go. Like it was
Squirrel.
gonna be danks on me, danks on 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we all say danks. Okay, anyway, sorry, my bad. Maybe later. Maybe when we go to the park, we'll do hands in.
Got it.
Go danks. Anyway, speaking of food and wine, thank you, Natalie, for that.
Wait, was that the end?
Yeah, I think we're 1995.
95.
Well,
Origin.
was that her only history?
Did you have other historical bits
You
about
didn't even
Epcot?
ask.
Food and wine?
No, I actually remember the other day how I was wondering about how they create the menu and like what that process is like.
Tell me about it.
I can't. I actually tried looking it up. Apparently, it's either top secret or it's very hard to find.
Classified.
Like I just would have thought like there was some kind of no, not that so now I'm gonna have to. I know who to bring in.
You totally
I have
did.
somebody to bring in.
And then you came
No.
to this and you were like, not a fucking thing.
That's right. That's what I found out. I was like,
Roller coaster up, roller coaster
What's
down.
going-
Top secret, bro.
Bring us
but
back
didn't
up.
seem like I really found some good stuff.
Yeah, I was like, damn, she found everything. She's got
No,
names.
I
She
found
knows where the
nothing.
bodies are buried. Tom Sawyer Island. That's what I think. So let's bring this back to food and wine. Which country are we talking about this week?
Merca.
What's going on in America?
Ooh,
And-
yes.
In America this year. You know what? It's not. I'm not proud of.
Neither
have
am I.
this on our
I'm
menu.
so upset that this is how they chose to show off
It's
America.
a very like. Don't get me wrong. I love a good hot dog, but this year in America,
Don't
what's
we
on
all?
the menu is 3 types of hot dogs.
It's just a bag of dicks.
You know, in the past we've gotten a mix of different things. You know, they had
Like lobster
jambalaya
rolls.
before. They've had lobster roll before. This year it's all about the Franks.
Yes, it's the shittiest food ever.
Weren't hot dogs originally created in Germany?
Those are brats.
Okay, but like it's the
Sausages.
same concept.
I don't think it's the same concept. I think one is like a pig intestine, the other is goat. I really don't
You can't just make shit up
I
and then
can.
be
I can say
like,
shit. It's gotta have. Well, you
Are
can only have so
so
much. Like,
hot
Remember,
it's the
dogs?
remember when,
casing.
Squirrel.
when he said the
Yeah, we gotta watch the hot dog hole. We can't go down.
it's a hot dog,
hole.
immediate hot dog.
There's
hole.
immediate hot dog hole. How many varieties of hot dog? You
the
said we
hot
got
dogs are
3.
dangerous.
You said we got 3 hot
Okay.
dogs to choose from.
So can you look at the menu and tell me
Yeah.
what are the names?
We got a New York style dog, which I'm hopeful that it's Nathan's, but it is an all beef hot dog with sauerkraut, onion, tomato sauce, and spicy mustard in a brioche bun. And it says new. I don't want any used hot dogs. I would love to just have new hot dogs every time.
I love a good Chicago dog.
That's up next, Chicago style. Another all beef with tomato, dill pickle, and then pickled sport pepper. I don't know
What's
what
a
that
pickled
is.
sport?
A pickled sport pepper?
Spicy pepper, you guys.
Is it? Okay. I thought it was just a faster.
Is it
maybe
the
it has
sport
a helmet
part
on.
that makes it spicy?
I don't know. I'm a little bothered because this one has diced onions and then yellow mustard.
Not sliced.
And it's going to be, and then Chicago green relish on a poppy seed bun. I didn't see that coming. I thought it would be like a hard roll. And then,
Poppy seed buns can't
I
be
mean,
hard.
the Chicago dog usually does have the poppy seed bun, though.
can you say that again for me, Natalie?
She
The
pauses
Chicago
to.
dog usually does have the poppy seed bun.
What city again? One more time. I don't know if, am I detecting the accent? Is that what I'm getting?
Did the New Yorker
The
pop out?
CHs.
The CH is getter?
Yes, they do.
Okay. It's okay.
This is what we're doing right now?
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
Squirrel.
It's like Tupperware.
You don't know how to say Tupperware?
No, I know how to say Tupperware.
I
Do you
see
guys not know
Tupperware.
that one?
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
We'll send you the
We'll send
video.
you the video later. Don't worry. Back on track. I definitely squirreled us. My bad. So they do have the poppy seed buns. That from that city. Okay, good.
Yes.
What was the first hot dog?
The New York.
The New
style.
York style,
New York
York
style.
which I'm thinking has like a softer roll.
What's your guys' favorite kind of hot dog? New York style or Chicago style or
There's
like the Polish
there's
sausage?
one more. What's the third one?
Carolina style is another.
Carolina?
It's all
There's a
beef. They're
Carolina?
Well,
all
there's
three are all beef.
four
I'm
of them.
surprised
What do you
there's
mean
no.
one more?
Is there 4? Yeah, there's 4. But again, it's
Oh,
all
there's
beef.
4.
There's
Okay, what's
We're
the
not good at
Carolina?
our bullet.
The-
our
it's
bullet
all
point
beef hot
score.
dog with chili. I didn't see that one coming. Coleslaw.
I would definitely try that.
I might try that. It's
I
on a
don't-
brioche bun as well.
Is that chili and cheese or just chili?
It just says
It's just chili. It just says chili and coleslaw with yellow mustard and a brioche bun. I think it's
Oh,
basic.
with coleslaw?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm assuming they stack
Adding
it.
coleslaw changes the texture.
It does.
What's the fourth one?
Southwest style.
Southwest style. What's on that one?
It's again, we're going back to an all beef dog, not a partially beef dog, an all beef dog. Oh, you lost. This one won already.
Already?
Wrapped in bacon with
Choice.
warm pinto beans.
Where do they put the beans?
Well,
on it.
pinto beans?
Pinto beans and Tommy toes, jalapenos, avocados, crema, and queso fresco in a French
Wait,
roll.
Say the
French
A one
roll.
again.
Avocado.
Avocado? Do you have avocado
All the
on it?
O's.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
Honestly, the Southwest one, the beans, is a little jarring, but it does sound delicious. It sounds like nachos on a hot dog.
What's
It
a
does.
French
It's
roll?
especially. I'm interested in the avocado crema. That sounds delightful for me. I don't know if I'm as
That
much
gives
into
me-
the queso.
When I hear that, it gives me the vibe of like, have you guys gone to Bahama Breeze and had the
No.
beef patties?
Ooh, they have beef patties.
Well, they give you like it's almost as it's not really, but
Smooth.
that's what the vibes it gives me, like the avocado crema mixture. It's good.
Is it? I'm getting like Cool Whip vibes from it.
Cool what?
Tulip is sweet.
Cool Whip.
But like texture wise, you mean?
Yeah,
No.
texture wise, it's not
Just,
like
like,
that.
light.
It's not airy. It's not as light airy. It's not dense, but
No.
I like it. And
That
then
just sounds like a lot of things.
we got some desserts going on there.
I'm excited for the
What's
dessert.
what's the dessert menu?
Freshly baked. I don't know. You could bake. Oh, never mind. I can see how you can bake it. Freshly baked chocolate pudding cake with bourbon. And question: caramel or caramel?
mean, there's two
Caramel.
A's.
Caramel. Caramel. We're doing caramel. Is it? You think it's like Werther's caramel?
Because
Maybe.
Werther's American.
I don't know. I think it could be.
Isn't it in the
'Cause I'm
Germany?
pretty sure the Werther's isn't it?
Germans.
It is. You are correct. Yeah.
Dang. Did you know that German chocolate cake is not German?
Isn't it
It's
just dark
Swiss.
chocolate?
It's American. It's just the guy's last name is German. That's all.
Fun fact.
That's legit. That's,
A betrayal.
yeah, right? It's amazing to me. And then the drinks. We've got beverages.
I can't wait for you to say the second word.
Do we have adult beverages?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beverage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Here we
Take
go.
it.
From the brewery.
Let me hear you say it.
Oh, no, ma'am. I'm not offending whoever's listening.
Let me just spell it out for you. It's American because it's like from Cooperstown, New York.
Allegedly.
OMMEGANG. Gang. I feel like it's got to have 2 hard G's in it.
I'm gonna look it up.
So they are based in
gang.
Cooperstown, New York.
Yeah, I told you.
Cooperstown, New York. Where's Cooperstown?
It's in New York. We covered that.
Is that north?
North of us.
It's a
for damn
word.
sure.
It's a word that means variously. It variously means coming together and walking about.
Oh, is it Australian?
So
Is it
walking
Aussie?
What?
Brussels, isn't that Germany?
Brussels.
Brussels
I mean,
Almagang Festival continues to this day.
Is Brussels part of Benelux?
Now you're just making up.
That's where the sprouts are from. It's from Belgium, the Belgian region.
That's what I said.
Ashley was right.
Fuck yeah.
Say it again.
Ashley was right.
Ooh,
I'm gonna get a little
I
sign.
just pulled up the menu just so I can join you guys visually and see, check out this word that we're trying to figure out.
Almagang.
But as I'm scrolling and the images that I'm getting and whatever sites I went to,
Also,
these look delicious.
Benelux. Belgium is part of
Little
Benelux.
hot dog.
Almagang.
That's how you say it? Almagang?
Oh, my speaker's
ow,
muted. Hold please.
Almagang? Who's muted?
It's not working.
Oh, it's okay.
How do we
Almagang?
feel that America
Oh,
has
Magang.
selected hot dogs as our menu?
I feel
this
real
year?
shitty. Almagang.
Almagang.
I feel real
I
shitty.
feel
that-
like you know what? Like other countries are gonna be like, this is exactly what we're talking about, America.
I feel like that makes
Exactly
us
what we're
basic
talking
bitches,
about.
is what it is.
Yeah,
It's like
we're
the
very-
pumpkin spice of November, of fall,
but of hot dogs.
hot dogs, and
Yeah.
America.
I'm
Well,
interested.
there is some chatter about Italy's new edition. So when we talk about Italy,
When we
Ooh,
let
but
you
today's
know
not
what
that
they're
day.
Make a
today's
note.
not to make a note. We can do Italy next week. You
Were
guys
there
wanna
more
do- Should we do
drinks?
Italy
That's
next
Tuesday.
week? Because now I
Yeah,
want
we
to
can.
know.
Whoa, don't.
I'm gonna put Italy on next week.
So we
Um,
also have Goose Island Beer Co.
Wait, how are we jumping from America to Italy?
We're
When-
not. We're still on
Next week,
America,
man.
dear.
Italy's next week.
I was reading off
I
the
know.
rest of
Well, we can't just. How are we? I'm sorry, Ashley. What
We
were you
can-
saying? I'm sorry.
It's okay. This is my life.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
So the second beverage on the list was Goose Island Beer Co., which is hazy beer hug hazy IPA. Did you copy this in right, sir?
Yeah. I copied
Hazy
it
beer
verbatim.
hug hazy IPA.
Yeah, hazy beer, hug hazy IPA. I don't like IPAs.
What's an IPA versus?
We really
It's an-
appreciate the ABV on IPAs.
Of the IPA.
So so Goose Island Beer Company is based in Chicago, Illinois, according to our list, assuming that this was transcribed.
It
accurately.
was. I copied
Just
and then
checking.
I pasted.
And
Control
then
C,
the-
Control V.
And then the next one on the list is Wicked Weed Fest.
Interesting.
Beer with an I. That's really gonna fuck with my head, guys.
Beer.
Asheville, North Carolina. And then it just says Beer Flight
Yeah, it's a beer flight. You probably get flight of these beers.
of all. Oh, so
Yeah.
you can have them
Okay.
individually, or you can have them in a flight.
Yeah.
Yes.
If
It's always fun just because you get to taste all three of them.
I definitely like
It's cute.
choices. I just don't like beer.
so
Yeah. So I have a question. Like when you guys eat stuff, do you eat your favorite thing first or you save it for last?
I save it for last.
I mix my stuff into a bowl and eat it all
He
at the
has
same
no
time.
taste buds.
I have taste buds.
No.
I just enjoy my stuff together.
What's the worst
at
thing
the
you've
same
ever
time.
eaten?
Oh.
Rapid fire.
Worst
Come
thing
on.
you've ever
No, you can't.
eaten?
You don't get to do that. That's not. It's out of. Stay in your lane. Stay in your motherfucking lane.
It was a valid question. You can't
No,
even
it's
think of
not.
it because
Not.
you just mash it all together. It all tastes the same.
That's true. I had
What's
scallops.
the worst thing you've
a long
ever
time
eaten,
ago.
Ashley?
A lot. Lettuce. Lettuce is bad across the board.
Listen, can't squirrel. No squirrel. Keep us out of that. We gotta
Okay.
stay out of the hot dog hole. We can't. No. Save the rapid fire. Let's get out of Epcot. Let's get outside of Disney for a second.
Are we leaving the berm?
We're get outside the fucking berm. What happened outside the berm? Ash?
Outside of the berm was Passholder Appreciation Nights at Universal Orlando.
Did you feel appreciated?
The food lines
Felt disrespected.
the food lines were a little longer than I anticipated for Passholder Appreciation Night. I appreciate that everyone showed up. So Universal does this fun thing usually once a year for a couple nights where if you are a pass holder, you can sign up for a free event. They shut down the park and only the pass holders that were able to secure reservations get to attend. So it is a very limited crowd situation. They had...
You have to fight for it. You got to fight.
You do have to fight. We got
Just get
lucky.
in.
We got lucky. We
Go ahead,
almost
Natalie.
didn't
You
get
are
in.
chomping at the bit.
Go ahead.
Hit it.
Hit it.
I'm just thinking it must feel so nice to feel appreciated. I'm listening.
You don't feel appreciated.
No, I mean, it was exciting. It was, it is definitely an event that people want to do, especially because it's free, right? So you're paying for this.
It's not free.
No, it's not.
It's not free.
It's a
Your
trap.
admission is part of your annual pass.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's shut out
not
to
a
the rest of the
block- it's
people.
not a
So
blackout
if you
day.
don't get a wristband, you're not coming in. It's an event.
It's
fake.
Like your
It's-
VIP for an evening.
Sort of.
A
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
But like,
The
That's
ride
super-
weights are extremely low because of the limited
Not
attendance.
extremely.
Actually,
Just a
it
little
was.
lower.
No, they were very
just a
low.
little lower. Just a tiny
We
bit
waited
lower.
longer for food than we did for ride.
That's true. I'm not going to lie, though.
They brought out like Frank the Pug from MIB.
Who shit on the floor.
That's okay. He's a pug.
I know. But if he's a talking pug, you should be able to look at him in the face
that
and be
was
like,
a
don't,
fun
hey,
photo
watch where you go to
opt.
the bathroom.
We did not do.
Yeah,
we did
because
not
it was like
meet
a
Frank the
2-hour
Pug.
line for that.
We did
He
get
was
our
a real dog.
yeah.
I
they
mean,
had
he's
the real
dead
dog.
now.
We got our fancy annual pass
They
holder cup.
shot that movie like 20.
It is a real pug. I doubt he was in the movies. Our
He was
puppies
not
don't
in it.
last that
He
long.
wasn't,
Well,
no.
he is an alien.
He's dead.
It could be the same Frank,
It's not, though.
but it could be.
A lot of steroids.
So pass holder night, there were exclusive menu items. We stood in line for a very long time for those things. They released, this is a Halloween Horror Nights special, but this is Little Boo, guys. Can you see?
Show his stem. Does he have a stem?
Well, yeah, it's just a tiny one.
Because they cut him off at
Yeah.
the top.
What is he?
Separated from
This
his
is
mother.
Little Boo.
His-
He's kind of the mascot for Halloween Horror Nights. He has been,
the
he has the
unofficial-
face of the millennials since the pandemic. And so he resonates for people. And this one's really exciting because he's like one of the little shoulder guys. So you get a magnet and you could sit on your shoulder. It just sits there. Disney has something like it too, but it's not as cute as
The origin story for Lil Boo is at Halloween Horror Nights they did like pumpkin
was
walls.
it like 2019?
Yeah, like Funkins. You ever have the Funkins that like the styrofoam ones that you carve? They had drawn like all sorts of different like scary ones and stuff, and then they just made this like millennial meh one, and
That's his face.
people just like honed in on that one particular pumpkin and just started taking pictures with it, and like it was like in a sea of pumpkins.
It was
that's
like-
the one pumpkin that stood out.
Yeah, it was like going viral before like internet virals were truly a thing for something like that. And it's just exploded in the last 4 or 5 years that everyone wants something Little Boo. So they've done pillows and purses and t-shirts and things like that. I'm a big fan, if you hadn't noticed. I have a couple Little Boos, but this is my first little shoulder friend. I was very excited to secure him because he was selling out.
She's very
my little
happy
pal.
with him.
I love that you love him.
I do. I love
Does he
him.
have you named him?
No, his name is just Little Boo, and we're going to make him hats.
So when she
You're making
says
him a
when
hat?
she says
We're gonna make him
we're
hat.
gonna make him hats, what she really
You're gonna
means
make him a
is
hat?
What means is that I'm going to fund the enterprise and he's going to make them because he's the creative one. I just lack that expertise. And so he's gonna make them little hats, and then we're hoping for like a reindeer, like antlers headband, or a hat, like a Santa hat, and then horn. I'm gonna wear them to Disney too, and people are gonna be like, "Where'd you get that pumpkin?" And I'll be like,
"Wrong IP,
guys."
I'm gonna be that. She's gonna be that person. I'm gonna be.
But if we can make him like Mickey ears too, it's gonna be really funny.
It won't be that funny.
So guys, get yourselves some Little Boo merch. You can go to Universal Merch. I don't know what the website is. Forgive me. But it exists.
Go to the park and get it in the park.
Well, maybe. He's been selling out.
But I'm going to say this: got one takeaway from this, and it's not
a direct.
Night? Yeah, it's not a direct. It's not an even up comparison. The drone show.
Oh, so they did the Cinestation. How do you say it?
Cinesational.
Cinesational.
It's a shitty name. It's a terrible name for it. I don't even know. They changed. It's no longer Bill anymore who runs the Universal Parks. The lady. I got to talk to her. They got to just change the name. It should have been Sensational is what it should have been. But they made it Cine, like cinema.
Yeah.
Sensational. And their drone show was lit.
Well, it wasn't solidly a drone show. It was like a water show. Like the fountains that shoot up and lights and stuff.
Too.
Yeah,
they
there was some
project onto the mist.
Yeah.
At the same time, and then they photo map the
but it was really
behind it.
It was really spectacular. The drones themselves were limited, but it was just very like poignant.
It was very good.
They're like modernizing their entertainment.
Yeah.
Using new technology.
It was really pretty spectacular. Yeah. I was wowed, honestly, and those things don't normally impact me. But I had a good time.
I love it.
It was a good show.
We got to give the Disney Springs drone show another go.
We gave it another go at a week or two ago.
How did you?
What did you think
of it? Okay, great spot. Did you go into the corral to watch it, or did you go to the top of the Orange Garage?
Or to the what?
People go to the top of the Orange Garage?
People have been saying, I don't know if it's like legit, but like people have been saying like you can get up to the top of the top deck of the Orange Garage and then watch the entire show from there. It makes sense because it's like directly behind it.
Right.
I don't know if you get the music playing through, but I imagine they do a pretty good job pumping through.
We were actually kind of late for the 10:45 show.
Late for the 10:45 p.m. show? Like you were out doing something and stayed up late and you were like, you know what? We need to calm down so we can drive home.
We got there, I think, like within 5 minutes of the starting time. And like they have the grass area blocked off. Mm-hmm. And like at that 5 minutes, they open it up. So we got a pretty decent spot right there in front of the water.
Oh, nice. Good. That's romantic too.
Yeah, there was nobody in front of us. That's always good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did you go like during the week? Like, was it dead?
I feel like we went Saturday. So we did EPCOT and it closed at 9. And then we went over to Disney Springs, walked over. I saw a guy in front of the House of Blues.
Was it a guy you knew? Were you like, hey, buddy? Or was it like a stranger who was directing you?
But the detail that caught my eye, he was talking to the cops with his flip-flops off. So he was just standing straight on the pavement, no flip-flop.
You already know.
That's not a good sign. Not a good sign at all.
Your foot's already out. I don't know why you have to take the flip-flop off and be on the cement.
Yeah, you're right. It's like being in a convertible and then being like, you know what? I think I'll stand up. Like, what's the point?
Exactly.
That wind's already whipping through your toenails, right?
Our friend had to go to the bathroom, so we ended up waiting for her not too far from where the guy was talking to the cop.
And then he gave you directions?
Huh?
He gave you directions from there?
Who gave me directions?
The shoeless Joe Jackson.
No, what ended up happening is we see the cops walking him.
Oh, he's in trouble.
They're a group, so they're like surrounding him. They're like, we're walking this way, right?
Did they triangulate around him?
It was like a square.
When the cops start to like position themselves, you're like, well, I'm in trouble now.
He was surrounded.
Yeah, you should probably.
And they were walking with him, and then he tried to like turn and like walk away from them.
That's not how this works.
They pulled out the plastic cuffs.
It's interesting to see like what goes through their mind when they're like, you know what? I think I could probably outrun these suckers. Let me give it a. I don't even. He doesn't even have his shoes on. Ain't nothing slowing him down. Them thongs
did
ain't gonna
it.
keep holding him back no more.
And there was a good like 6 or 7 officers.
Yeah.
There was a
And
lot of that.
I feel
He
like
wasn't
by the
going anywhere.
behavior, like them trying to guide him out, like they're trying to give him a chance to voluntarily leave.
And he just made it worse.
And when he thought he could get away,
So then you took his position at this drone show.
Choice.
yes, we did.
Was it?
I don't think he was really preoccupied with the drone show.
Was the drone show good then?
It was really good.
So, if you had to rate the 2 that we saw, so the one that we saw from the ice cream stand versus the one that you saw that night, what's the rating you're going to give it? Like the 2, rating number 1.
I'm sorry, we're going to 5, 10 stars.
Points don't matter. Whatever you want. Level 17. I don't care.
No, what?
So the one we saw over by the hot air balloon by the stand, that would be.
It was the same show. It
But-
was just.
The experience.
Well,
Are you talking about the
Yeah.
view?
Our vantage point.
I'm going to give it a Kermit the Frog. I'm giving
where
it
we were
one
at,
Kermit the Frog.
100% is better.
Yeah.
I feel like the
Yeah.
one Kermit the Frog.
One Kermit the Frog. That's what it got from me.
I don't like the
Kermit the
Muppets.
Frog.
Yeah.
I love Kermit.
I don't. He annoys me.
You don't like Kermit?
If there's one Muppet
I
I could
love
punch, it would be Kermit.
I know you do, but look at Ashley's face.
She hates Kermit.
She loves Kermit.
I
She
don't
hates
like
Muppets.
Muppets. They
I
freak me out.
love when the kids get the big Kermit and they just carry him around.
With them skinny ass
I love to see
kneecap
it.
legs. Fuck that dude. He's a hideous
Squirrel.
dude. All right, squirrel.
There's
Hey,
a really good documentary on Disney Plus
No.
about Jim Henson.
Sure isn't.
yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
You don't like puppets?
No.
She hates him.
Is that your fears? Are you
It's not a fear. I just don't like them.
Do you like the string puppets, like the wooden ones?
Now you're
like
just
the
getting
marionettes?
worse.
Marionettes are.
So,
When did this hate of puppets begin?
Always.
since birth.
Always. For as long as you remember, or was
Yeah.
it after an incident?
I've never liked Muppet shows.
Muppet or puppet?
That's crazy. Is it
you don't
because
like-
like
You
you
like
can't wrap
Sesame Street,
like
It's not therapy hour, guys.
right? Is there trauma? What's your trauma?
No. Why are you glaring
You
at me?
didn't watch
Okay.
any Sesame Street?
No.
She didn't. I did. That's all I came up on. Came up on that shit. It's a whole different
Does
entity
Barney
too.
count? Does Barney count as a puppet?
Oh, that is a fantastic question.
he's not a puppet. He's a
That's the wrong IP.
Yeah, but it's okay. If Big Bird is if Big Bird's a puppet, then so is Barney.
I mean,
well,
if we're going to
because
talk
he
about
is a
trauma,
puppet. It's different. There's a different setup. You guys have to watch the documentary.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've watched the
well,
documentary. I'll watch it
Jonathan
again.
can watch the documentary.
I've watched it.
Ashley
You
will
think I
not.
haven't subscribed to that shit? I've watched that shit. I love it.
the closest you'll get me to
Down
a puppet.
Fraggle Rock.
No. The closest you'll get to
Fraggle Rock
me
was good.
to a Muppet or a puppet is Star Wars.
I got a sock puppet for her later.
Is what?
Star Wars.
puppets?
Star Wars.
Yeah, because a lot of those characters from the original movies were
Originally.
like Jim Henson based. I don't know if it was Jim Henson
Yeah.
Productions, wasn't it?
They work together.
They
on
worked
some stuff.
together.
Their paths definitely cross, especially with the what's the maze one?
Labyrinth.
Yeah,
I was thinking that in my head.
yeah, and Mr. David Bowie.
All right, guys.
We,
We're winding down unless anybody has anything left.
and we have something rapid, anything fast or
Rapid?
quick, any
Speedy.
speedy question.
If you look-
Hit us with a
I'd say
rapid
who?
one.
Are you ready?
I hope so.
Favorite live animated Disney movie? Go.
Live animated?
Live action.
Live.
Sorry.
My brain glitched. I was like, so many questions.
There's been a bunch over the past few years. What do you got,
Now, the
January?
question was, what was your favorite?
Just quick.
Yeah. Favorite. Okay. I have a favorite, but it's for a very negative reason.
That tracks.
Yeah. It's The Lion King, because the look on Mufasa's face when he's getting it. Have you ever had like a dog that jumps to the sofa, doesn't quite make it, and it has the fear of God in his eyes? Boom. Uncanny Valley. That's what Mufasa had. Has his little Then he paused. We were trying to claw into the cliff, and Scar said, "Screw you, you're out." Boom. That's why that's my favorite.
Oh my gosh.
The question wasn't why, just which was your favorite.
Oh,
But
okay,
thank
sorry.
you for the
That's
extra.
the one.
That's why.
What,
Ashley.
yeah, Ashley, what do you got? What's your favorite?
My favorite. I enjoyed Beauty and the Beast.
Ooh,
I
that's
didn't
nice.
have a ton of complaints about it. I enjoyed the music and the actors.
We went to see that one in the theaters in Fort Lauderdale. See, there were some drag queens in the front row.
Yeah.
Fucking
Were there?
blast.
That was a
Yeah, it
wild
was amazing. You go into it thinking, I can't sing, even though I know the words, but then you get there. And
I had been like prepping him the whole
They're
way
there,
there. Like,
and you're
don't
like,
ruin this movie for the rest
we're
of
going
the
to fucking
theater.
sing now.
They'll
You
kick
can't
us
hold
out.
this back. It's like trying to hold the ocean back with a broom. I got an audience up front that is fabulous. Fucking let's go.
I
was
will
ready.
say my caveat, however, to that is I'm pending this Hercules situation. I have high hopes for Hercules.
For Hercules?
You mean
It's not out yet.
Hunk
so it doesn't
Hercules.
count.
Hercules. No, I know.
Maybe
That's
we'll
what I'm
revisit
saying.
this question.
Yeah, what like a couple years from now, my answer could be different because
Could be
I am
different.
stoked about Hercules.
January, what you got?
How about you, January?
I
Favorite
agree.
live action?
I agree with Ashley. It's Beauty and the Beast. Honestly, I feel like out of all the live action movies, it really stays kind of true to the animated one. They added a song or two,
Mhm.
but
And I think those
Yeah.
songs were based off of like the Broadway musical, so it's not completely like
That's
out
cute. We
there.
didn't need them, but it's fine.
She's like, no extra credit here.
JK.
Natalie, favorite live action movie?
I wasn't ready for the
She
question.
said the most. You asked the question. I've had the most time to think about.
Did you think
I
we were
asked
going to
the
circle
question.
back?
Yeah, she didn't.
I
She
think
didn't. She didn't plan this far ahead.
I'm definitely gonna say the same. Beauty and the Beast is definitely a fan fave.
Okay.
I think the same. I mean, they did a great job. And
Was it the forced servitude, or was it the bestiality that hooked you?
It was the library.
Oh, okay, just checking.
Honorable mention.
Library is
and like
my
just
dream
to
come
see
true.
like even right, like even to see like Belle in her yellow dress and like I mean I think I think it's well done. I think
It was
it's
very
good. It's
tasteful.
fun.
It was
Yeah.
amazing, and it's my favorite part because you
Quick,
see
least favorite, go.
Least favorite.
least favorite.
Least
I
favorite live action.
refused to see Dumbo.
I have not seen Dumbo.
You
I
refused to
won't.
see who?
I won't
Oh,
watch
I mean,
Dumbo.
Dumbo always makes me cry.
I won't do it. I'm not a masochist.
And it hit. It still made me cry.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm gonna be honest. I don't have a least favorite of the live actions. I think they're all in the same tier. You know,
I think mine is Aladdin.
blasphemer. Is that you don't like
The
Will
live
Smith?
action.
I
You don't
thought
like
the
Will
live
Smith?
action
Oh, yeah.
I
Aladdin
didn't like
didn't.
the music.
Oh well.
I love the music
That's the
of the
musical's
animated
problem.
one.
Yeah.
And like in this live action, I just didn't get the same like excitement that I got with the animated
mean,
music.
You know what?
You know the
I wanna
original.
change my
that's-
answer.
You
You
know,
wanna change
we
your-
had some hit makers.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Alan Menken was a genius. I do want to change my answer. I didn't like the Little Mermaid live action.
You didn't like what?
The Little Mermaid.
The Little Mermaid. You
Wow.
know,
It was the king.
I
The
had a
king.
What
friend-
didn't you like about
The
it?
king and the crab.
Okay,
The
we'll get
crab
back to
was
that.
you wanted
too
better
realistic.
casting.
No. So
Just for the
David
king.
Diggs. No. David Diggs, top tier.
It was too real of a crab.
Yeah, the CGI of the crab was
Yeah.
too realistic.
And flounder.
And flounder. That was a
Flounder,
little weird.
yeah.
You know, a friend pointed out to me that the ending was very disappointing.
Underwhelming.
I didn't
don't
make,
think we
I didn't
never
make
Remember
it to
in
the
the
ending.
animated movie, she comes out of the ocean with like a sparkling gown.
Yes,
Yeah.
Ursula is beautiful.
In the live action movie, she comes out in her regular dress.
Oh,
Why didn't
Yeah.
you get the sparkling gown?
That really did me.
Yeah, why didn't we?
Because she's regular. They made her regular.
Yeah. I didn't watch to the end.
Yeah, we
to
never-
be
I
honest.
don't
You
think
didn't
we
watch
made
Little
it.
Mermaid?
No,
I don't think we made
got
it to her
20
getting
minutes
legs.
in.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Oh, you
wanted.
didn't make it to her getting leg?
I wanted to watch it. He turned it off. We just never circled back.
It just wasn't. It
Her
didn't
voice
hit.
is
It didn't
beautiful.
slap.
I
Yes.
love the songs that she did.
Yeah,
I believe that
Hallie-
100%.
We just wanted to see that costume, and there was no costume.
that's a letdown.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah,
see.
that was lacking for
Yeah.
sure.
I thought Jungle Book did an okay job.
I thought it was a great movie.
Honestly, I think the Jungle Book was really good too.
What's the live action that you want to see be made?
I'm
Hercules.
waiting for Snow White.
Moana.
Are they gonna do it justice?
I want Moana. I
Snow
want to
White's a
see.
big deal, you guys.
I want to see The Rock rap.
I want to see
Wait.
Emperor's New Groove.
They can't.
that
it's
legit?
It's nude. You just be seeing cock flapping. All
Are they
over the
really
place.
doing the Emperor's New Groove?
I
Little
don't
baby
know, but I would
arms.
love to see it.
Baby
like,
arms
give me an
flip-flop.
ease
Oh, I'm
all
gonna
over the place.
backtrack. I didn't like Pinocchio.
Wait, that was live action? Oh, I did watch that. Was that was with Tom Hanks?
It was nice.
It was very. It
I
was a
love
very
Pinocchio.
polite
It was an
movie.
okay movie. I just didn't
I
love it
liked
as a
it.
remake.
Pinocchio. I don't know.
I love
That's how
Tom
it sounds, but I
Hanks.
liked it.
Oh, did you guys see the Chip and Dale?
Oh, that was garbage. That was hot garbage. But I watched it all the way through.
Are we spiraling?
Chippendales. Yeah, we
Wait,
are.
there's a Chip and Dale live action?
Yeah, you got to watch it.
No.
Yeah, it's like so.
So
What is
you
it?
finished Chip and Dale and you couldn't get through the Little Mermaid?
The Little
Yeah,
Mermaid.
it was. You know what it was like? It was like a Seinfeld reunion, but like one of them had like extra. Was it
It
Dale?
was the train wreck. You just couldn't.
Dale
turn away
had
from.
like CGI work done, or something. Like it was like real shitty. It
No.
was good.
This is
Yeah.
on Disney Plus.
Is it on Disney
I don't
Plus? It
remember
might. It
where
must
we
be on
watched
Disney
it.
Plus.
January, we're watching this today.
And they brought in. Didn't they bring in?
Probably not today, but during the week.
They brought in like the Rescue Rangers, and like one of them was like hooked up. One like
I don't
the
know.
big bear married the mouse.
I blocked it out immediately.
It was like had like 18 kids.
I couldn't believe
bear
he made
mice
me
kids
watch
or
the
something
whole-
like that. It was like real. It got a little creepy. It was definitely
It was-
interesting.
It was the ride
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I made it all the way through, but I could not make it through the Seven Seas Under the Ocean Wonder thing. That did me in. But hey, that was a very good. That was a very good rapid fire.
Well done, team.
appreciate
Well
it.
done.
Anyone have anything else to add, or are we set to wrap it up? All right, I love it. It's been magical.
Magical.
Same time next week, guys.
Yeah.
Sometime next week.
And that wraps up another magical episode of the Dank Pod. Remember to rate, review, and subscribe wherever you listen. Find us on Instagram at the Dank Pod, online at thedankpod.com, and send any questions, comments, or suggestions to thedankpod@gmail.com. We hope you enjoyed our chats and adult takes on Walt Disney World. Remember, even as adults, we're all just kids at heart when it comes to the magic of Disney. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, stay dank.